Hey everyone, welcome back to the Iron Oak Sawmill, where we join the work already in progress. Joining Chris and his crew over at Kalb Tree Service today. Chris gave me a call and asked, hey, you needed some nice white oak logs? I said, absolutely. He said, bring your truck and trailer, we'll get you loaded up using the crane. Chris, once again, working with the crane man and his climber. Got a couple of service wires overhead here, so I'm gonna stay clear. Very important when you're doing work like this. When you use a crane operator and the climber got to work together. And we'll just start picking it apart from here. They need a headset shortly. They're going to fire up the chipper. Now each time they pick a piece off the tree, it's called just that, a pick. Crane operator lowers it to the ground. You got the ground crew down there, gets him with the chainsaw, starts limbing it out, bucking it up into manageable lengths and getting it through the chipper. These guys have worked together quite a bit, and they're very familiar with how each one is going to operate, and trust each other greatly, I'm sure. I've been working with tree services off and on for the past 15 years. One thing I never get used to is watching these guys climb around the tree. There's a lot of talent up there, a lot of safety equipment, and a lot of nerves. But just watch these guys climb around out there, it's pretty amazing. That's the one part that always amazes me. Every time they cut a branch off and they're doing a pick, how little movement there is when that chainsaw goes through it. Until that crane starts to move, that branch barely moves at all. There's a tight working space between the garage and the service wire, but Chris and his crew make it look easy. The last two picks you saw coming off, this butt log and the second log, those are what we're going to be loading up on the trailer and taking home to the mill. Sorry we couldn't get any footage of the actual loading onto the trailer by the crane, but Deb and I were real busy with grabbing equipment, guiding the crane guys, working with the tree guys to get these things safely loaded on the trailer. Well, we made it back to the log yard. Yeah, got some metal in this butt log in this white oak, but that's way toward the center. There's plenty of good lumber left around that. I mean, the small end on this, we've had a similar log like this, about 28, 30 inches, something like that. Unfortunately, on the crane jobs like that, you get what the crane can pick, and that's it. And this one's about 9 feet, roughly. These are both about 9 feet. Total weight on these two, 5,800 pounds, was it? Or 6,800? Yeah. 5,800. One more of them would have put us over about 8,600 or something like that. Yeah, would have put us at 8,600. The trailer max that you're allowed to put on here, because you combine the trailer weight and the log weight, is 10,000 pounds, and that would have put us over. So, not a good idea to overload. So, now the fun part. I'm going to trim this flare off of here, the butt swell, butt flare, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to trim that off and get these off the trailer. Okay, for safety reasons, we just set the camera down and worked on getting these logs off the trailer. I'm rolling them with the can hook, and Deb's sticking jocks under them as I go. All right, a couple of good 9.5 footers, 27 small end of this butt log, and 20 on the other end, the small end, 24 on the small end on the second log in the tree. There's two others. Not enough room, not enough weight carrying capacity on the trailer, but they're here, they're in the log yard, and we've got a chance to mill up some nice lumber out of these. Well, that'll about wrap up today's activities. A couple of good white oak logs for the mill, and we're going to be going back to that site. There's a whole mountain of firewood there, so we need to get stuff loaded up there too. And ever since we got the dump trailer, all of a sudden, there's Deb. All of a sudden, it's I got firewood to get rid of. I got firewood to get rid of. So on top of the logs, we've got firewood to pick up. Yeah. So not a bad thing to have too much firewood at this point, as the plan is to sell, but we got to get the split. Speaking of firewood, we don't have to look real far. See that, guys? It is all firewood logs. Couple pieces bucked, and that's it. We got to get busy on that stack too. What's in there again?
Ash, hickory.
White oak.
Cherry,
yeah.
White oak.
Red oak.
Poplar.
Maple. I'm not as worried about the poplar, but
yeah, maple in there.
Yeah, we had some maple in there. Hickory. Did we say hickory?
I said hickory.
Said hickory. All right, but good stack back there. We got to get busy on that one. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. The channel is doing amazing. We're approaching 23,000 subscribers, and we're shooting for, I think, September. We just threw a month out there, so it's September.
I think so.
So we wanted to get to 40. Wanted to get to 40,000. It's a big goal, but if you're watching and you haven't subscribed and you like what you're seeing here, please just hit the subscribe button. Then hit your notification bell and choose all. You'll get a notification every time we put a video up here on YouTube, and it's free. You don't get charged for it, guys. You don't get charged for it. And you can come back and enjoy the videos every time we put a new one out. And there's a lot of old ones in there. Some not the best editing, but back in the early days. Yep, but we've got a lot of videos back there. You guys can go check those out. See where we progress from our old mill to what we have now. So, and we're looking to keep growing the channel. So we're going to wrap this one up and go. We missed lunch. It's 1:30, so we're going to go grab some lunch. And really appreciate everybody watching the channel and supporting us as always. Link for the Iron Oak Sawmill t-shirts down in the description. And if you have any questions about what we're doing here on the mill, how we're getting the logs loaded, how we're getting these over to the mill, any of the tools you're using, anything like that. Put it down in the comment section. We'd be glad to help you out with that. And as always, thanks everybody for stopping out. We'll see you at our next time.
And take care.